setup or nothing.
Yeah, that's way better.
All right.
What's going on, everybody? This is your man, Big Stu. Scott
What's
Stewart,
up?
Professor
What's up?
Stewart. I'm chilling with the king of the drive.
You already know it. You already know it.
Rob Smooth
Yes, sir.
in the building for the first episode of MusicsPool.com TV or Pool TV, when we bring you the hottest and the best that today's music industry has to offer. Rob Smooth, what's going on, man? Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Man, I'm Rob Smooth, man. This is my brother, JD Renoir. You know, we make up King Drive, formerly known as Made in Chicago, which is still a studio and a movement in the Midwest. So we just pumping it, man. We got a new project we just released. It's available on all streaming platforms as of this week, called Regardless. Follow up to our debut project, which was The World Is Ours, under the King Drive moniker. So, man, we just pushing the project, man. Things is going well. We got really dope merch. I heard you got some socks.
I do. I be wearing my feet a little big, man. I be stretching them out.
On now, you can get the merch at the King Drive. So,
That's what's
man,
happening.
it's a movement, man. Tell them, JD.
No, you hit it pretty much right on the head. You know what I'm saying? We just keeping the grind going and trying to expand the brand, you know what I'm saying, and put out quality music that the people can relate to, regardless of the latest entry, you know what I'm saying, as far as with that whole mission. And so far the feedback have been, you know, pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So we just trying to build off of that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some more videos and stuff like that coming soon, as well as always working on pretty much the next batch of music or whatever. So, you know, it's an honor and pleasure to be on here for the, you know what I'm saying, first episode right here. So thanks a lot, bro.
So, yeah, look, man, I've been in the business for a long time. More than 20 years I've had my hands inside the music business. Rob Smooth, you are not new to me. Where you get started, man? When you get started in the business, man? In hip hop, man.
I've been doing this for a long time, man.
Yeah.
At least since about, you know, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Putting out music consistently and, you know, owning and operating a recording studio, selling beats, you know, helping people to pretty much distribute their music by taking an independent route and learning how to monetize that. So, you know, we kind of like in front of the mic and behind the board at the same time. So, and I'm an artist as well, so I do a lot of visual art, murals and stuff like that.
And now that part I didn't know, and I want to explore that. I don't know if we'll have a chance to get into that today. We definitely had to bring you back on to talk about your expansion of your artistry as a whole. Listen, let me tell you this, man, and I don't say this lightly. And people that know me know, you know, I ain't no perfect man, right? But when it comes to my hip hop, I don't mess around. Rob, by far, you are one of the most underappreciated and underrated MCs in the industry of hip hop. How does that make you feel, man? Because you know, when I hear you, I hear Grammy, I hear household name, I hear, you know, you should be coming out of everybody's mouths, everybody's speaking. How does that make you feel, knowing you know your dopeness? I know you know your dopeness, but that the people just haven't kind of caught on to it like it deserves to be. How do you feel about that? Am I seeing it from the right perspective?
Yeah, and you know what? It's actually such a poignant question that you would ask that, because to be honest, that's a horrible feeling knowing you one of the best. and the greatest and got one of the best drives in this shit for it to now really be recognized on a level that the common man would appreciate, you know. So they got these measuring sticks of what they consider somebody to be on, right? And this has been a few times that we've reached that bar and excelled, you know, that bar. But I tell you, like my late great pops used to tell me, and what he said was, he said, when you master the craft, that's the greatest gift. And so that's actually been my hope and understanding that we know we dope, you know, we got a dope movement, you know, we make good money. We could be making more if we get, you know, more global exposure, but just like a lot of other things, man, it's a lot of politics involved. And believe me, you know, we one of them forces to where, you know, if we get the right movement behind, it's gonna stop a lot of people from getting something to eat. And so we understand that, but you know, just staying humble, staying aggressive, and staying consistent. You know, and Jay, he can tap on that too, because you know, he totally understands that same vibe. What's your thoughts on that, JD?
Oh man, kind of, you know, in alignment with what you were saying, but I'll take it a step further. Like one of the lyrics that I said before, you know, basically the ending part was that ain't half bad from a nigga from P Street. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really from 56 in Peoria or whatever. Like we couldn't just walk up into no record labels or what. It was easy to go ahead and start your own label than it would be to actually expect for somebody else to pick you up and actually get you a push or, you know, not exploit you. So, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like along them lines, it's the gift is actually being able to do this here. And, you know, as far as what everybody else and how they receive it or how big it get, you know, a lot of those is variables that, you know what I'm saying, we can't control. I mean, yeah, Robert Ory might get like 6 rings, you know what I'm saying? Is he better than Charles Barkley though?
Right.
Is you know what I'm saying? Is he really a bigger piece or that more impactful? And so, you know, it's more to it than just, you know, the surface of things. People sometimes are like, man, why are you not doing this or why are you not doing that? Well, that's beyond, you know what I'm saying, what you got within your own control. What you can try to control is being as creative and as great with the art as you can be. That's what you can control.
Yo, I appreciate that, man. Also coming from P Street, 113th in Peoria.
Oh
I
yeah.
already know.
You already know it. You already know how it feel to be there, you know?
Hey,
and
look, I gotta
think out of the box.
I got another question for JD. Like Chicago rappers, like Chicago has definitely always been a contributor to the music industry. And it felt like when I was doing it in the early 90s, where we didn't get our respect. And then we started getting our respect. Why do you think it's so challenging for coming out of Chicago to get the respect that we are due? And this is specifically to JD.
Oh man. You know, I think there's a lot of elements at work there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it I think is about, you know, the industry's kind of rollout and kind of control of, you know, music and, you know, promoting and marketing what's going on in different regions at a time. The truth of the matter though is that I think that Chicago is so diverse that it pretty much can produce a constant stream of artists with different content and different abilities to the game at all times, because we really had that much diversity there amongst like what the artists represent or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like this. I mean, the Chicago sound and Chicago themes and Chicago slang is what is the most dominant aspect of the music right now, in my opinion. I know that I won't say that the most dominant, but it's an unremovable impact that Chicago has on the entire hip hop scene globally, regardless of how big the artists are, whatever. Like everybody is popping Chicago slang. A lot of these beats are different, you know, variations on the drill sound as well. You know what I'm saying? And as far, you know, before that, the lyrical and the production from Chicago people knew they had to come with it from the onset. You know what I'm saying? This is another part of it too. Like, you know, people gonna support you, but we all have heard before in some ways that Chicago kind of is a city of hate, but that is something that actually sharpens you and make you sharpen your craft so that before you even take your shit out on the block, you got to make sure that it's of a certain quality, or you might get laughed off your home block.
Absolutely.
Chicago is gonna make you gonna make you thorough if you can claim to do something and you continue to do it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to add on to that, I remember times with us doing the show market in the city, and knowing that reputation of like, man, it's actually hard to get a reaction from a Chicagoan if you actually a rapper from Chicago, and to be on stage and to hear what they consider the biggest hater city, people to scream at the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
Like, you've actually done an exceptional job. Like,
Yeah.
to get a reaction from a Chicago fan, being a Chicago artist, you dope. If they be like, oh, dude said blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So it's like, it's like he said, it's still sharp and still. It's like we've actually used that to our benefit. You know, the criticism of others. It gotta be dope. You know what I'm saying? He got a line where say it's JD, so it gotta be cold. So it's like our name is being synonymous with, you know, with dope music, and that's about off the grind. So my first thing to anybody who figuring they want to look at their age or look at some dream killer that then told them not to fulfill their, please don't do that.
Yeah.
Please don't do that, because that ain't nothing but a trick of the enemy for you to not really fulfill what your true destiny is. And that's what we totally against. That's kind of what the album Regardless is about. Regardless. You know, overcoming in spite of.
And Regardless is definitely a Chicago slang, no doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, talk to us about the album Regardless. What emotion did you put into it? And what are you hoping that the people feel as a result of listening to the album?
It's a very great question. To simplify that, our expectations is centered around hope. Like, if you really listen to it, it's almost gospel in its truest sense because it's empowering. You know, I think what makes us unique is that every song is about something. You know, we're not just rapping about rapping. And it's the epitome of grown man rap, you know, in a real form, you know. So our ambition is for people to be inspired, to be encouraged, you know, and it's a lot of hope in there, you know, like the lead single, Regardless, part of the hook says, regardless of what a fool chatter, you see me climbing up the ladder, I'm showing you who and what matters, you know. So the whole idea of moving forward in spite of, you know, people gonna die, people gonna get sick. You know, we live in a crime-ridden city. You got addiction, you got mental health, you got homelessness, you got all of these issues, but you still here for a reason. What are you still ticking for? So regardless of what you're going through with, the fact that you're here, you know, make an impact and try to make it a positive one, because we too overcome with our negative thoughts. Those are the dream killers.
We're going to take a second right now to play a joint, a video, one of the videos off of the Regardless. This is off the Regardless album, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Tell us about it. Take us into it a little bit.
Well, this song is called A Return. It's kind of pretty much the premise of it is about, you know, I've heard people say, well, you know, we done heard y'all records and then, you know, we don't hear nothing for a while. So this song was about kind of the wake up, like, you know, it begins like, man, well, you know, I thought you were dead, you know, but we fresh risen, you know, you thought I was gone, but we back, you know. So this whole idea about having the drive of a king, that's what that's about. It's more so about having a positive drive than it is about MLK, even though it's a king drive in every major city, you know. And so we made that synonymous with the Made in Chicago brand to kind of make it a little bit more universal. People can relate to that. So they can relate to MLK being on every boulevard. But the return is like, basically, we are everywhere. We ain't went nowhere. So that's what the song is about.
Let's check it out right now.
Wait a minute. I know who you are. Yeah, but I heard you were dead.
No, fresh risen, they want me gone, but I'm blessed living. I need respect given. Me, I dodged death in prison. Still chasing money, but my guys, they love set tripping. Show you how we much different. Rolling through your hood dripping. And my prerequisites, yeah, they all extra shits. Spanish bras, Lexuses, continental breakfasts. Y'all ain't as fresh as this. Me, I'm sending messages. Even Callan know me and my bros, yeah, we the best at this. And fam got the weed for sale. Even grams to see they cheap as hell. Keep a thumper and keep a scale. I know these niggas out here weak as hell and can't stand the way that we prevail. True and living, and you can tell.
Return of the greatest. Niggas hated and they speculated. The money multiplied. You mad that we celebrated. You clowns counterfeit. You bitches not equipped. Niggas do the least, but the whole time talking shit. Flying out, I'm never out of season. Never out of stock. Plus, you know I ball for no fucking reason. Niggas wanna be the Don Dada. Gun butt you till your jaw swell up. Now you the godfather. I rarely brag, let the money talk. Saw me double up. Niggas flipping packs like a somersault. Fuck a 40 cal, we doing K's. Niggas get their whole wig split like a nigga doing braids.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. All out of bubblegum.
Classic bars. The bars is classic. The flow is classic. The fashion is classic.
Thank you, man.
Man,
Thanks, bro.
man, that was my first time seeing it. That was my first time seeing it, hearing it. I gotta get in tune, man. But you know, I only listen to musicspool.com for the most part.
Okay.
So we got to get that joint loaded up to musicspool.com. We got some of your other music on there. We got the King Drive joint on there.
You got the World Is Ours on there.
We got the World Is Ours on there.
Yeah.
But we on the Regardless joint. So what's to come? We got any cons? We got any shows, performances for y'all coming up? Are y'all doing any of that this year?
We actually putting together a listening party right now for the project. It's gonna be sometime in August. I'm gonna keep you in tune and maybe
Please do
come back on the show and kind of air it out that we have in that party. But yeah, we're gonna have a listening session in conjunction with one of our new companies, which is Moore's Beer, Black-owned beer company.
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought that up. I'm seeing that everywhere.
Yep.
I'm seeing that everywhere. So you saying that's one of your companies?
Yeah.
Put me on. This is exclusive. I'm hearing it for the first time right here, right now.
I mean, we
that.
partnering with Moore's. Moore's, one of the founders of Moore's, is actually a part of our company. So what we just doing is a cross-branding thing to launch the brew. It launched on Juneteenth. It's the first beer with a Black man on the can, promoting loyalty and excellence. Originally crafted, originally celebrated. So that's kind of what we're doing. And King Drive music is in all the promos. So you hear music in the Moore's ads, you will hear King Drive.
Wow.
Because we everywhere, and that's how we doing. So King Drive is synonymous with Moore's. Yeah, that's us.
And I can get Moore's beer everywhere right now, or only
one of the main retailers that I know is Ken Bark. Ken Bark Liquors in Hyde Park, and they actually having an event today that started at 4.
I got to slide. I'm sliding just for. I can give me a 12-pack. I can give me a case.
Yeah, you get a case. You get you a 12-pack, man. Go in, man.
I need to get a case. And I'm seeing it everywhere. And first of all, the people that I'm seeing promoting it, it must be good. It's got to be at least good.
It's a great beer. I was actually drinking some last night, and it's like, truth be told, like if you went to like a Heine or a Beck's, you're gonna love this because it's
I'm a Heineken man. I'm an old school Heineken man. I'm an old school Heineken man.
Like a Heine Beck's hybrid. It's
okay. I see where you at. Well, that's dope. Okay, so you got the Moore's project, you got the Regardless project. Mm-hmm. And Regardless is streaming everywhere right now, correct?
Everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, Napster, Google Play, Pandora, iHeartRadio, everywhere. Tidal.
Okay. All right.
And
so everybody
directly from the site as well too, if they wanted to show some support. We still selling the album, the hard copy, not the hard copy, but the digital version to the fans directly from our site as well at thekingdrive.com.
We are in. I think I bought that. I downloaded. I got that. I got me some socks. Got to give me a shirt. We are encouraging all the artists on Pool to go back and get that. You know, we asking. I know. We know it's expensive, and we even gonna help out some artists get that vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to bring the vinyl back, and we want you to bring CDs back.
But
nothing else other than just the collectors.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bunch of CDs I bought during the pandemic. I ain't cracked the seal on them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was actually on that path for a while, but a lot of things came up with this release, so I had to prioritize the importance of the project. But we do have that in mind, man, for the collectors to get some vinyl.
There's gonna be some CDs and some wax coming.
Yeah, we at Pool, we're committed to helping you all with that stuff. You know, so we'll talk about some of that more offline. Hey, King Drive, tell the people where they can, again, and we'll put it up, but make sure they know where they can find you all on your social medias, on your websites. Just tell them again, please.
You can find a lot of the music and the merchandise at thekingdrivemusic.com.
Thekingdrivemusic.com.
King Drive Music or thekingdrive.com.
Okay, King Drive Music or thekingdrive.com.
Right.
King Drive Music or thekingdrive.com. Is that your social medias as well?
The social media handles on Instagram with The Real King Drive. On Instagram, I'm King Rob Smooth. On Instagram, JD is.
Yeah. And I'm JD Renoir on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do in tandem. So, you know, we gonna be promoting the same stuff. You're gonna be seeing the same names on there, whatever, because we gotta work as a unit. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that many of us, but it's plenty of us. So you're gonna see the associations, you know.
Well, this is good, man. And people need to know about the greatness of King Drive, man. Y'all are dope. I've been fans. I've been watching y'all for a long time. And I think we just ran into each other in like 2019.
Yep.
I think it was before the pandemic.
Yep. And I signed up for the Pool. Yep.
That's right. And we've been very supportive, and we will continue to, and we're gonna spread the word. Let's take us through the track list real quick. We got a few more minutes. Take us through the track list for the Regardless project.
Okay, no problem. Well, we're gonna start off with the intro, which was a tribute to our late great cousin, that we call the PPD, which stood for Pump Player Dog. He was one of our aces, you know, rest in peace. So he's on there on Light Outside intro, which was produced by SC. Then we got The Return, which is pretty much saying that we back. That was actually produced by Royalty. All Mine, which is next, this is a tribute to the ladies. This is a clean female song, nothing derogatory, pretty much empowering them and lifting them up. That was produced by SC. Then we had A Greatness, which pretty much exemplifies, you know, what our angle and our perception to the rap game is as far as ourself is concerned. That was produced by the Waffle King. He's from Chicago. What Can I Do? Pretty much like a political song talking about some of the violence and crime that go on in Chicago, but having a perspective on it that's not supporting that violence. That was produced by JD and I. Then the Regardless title track, JD is the only one on the vocals. I did the beat for that one. That's pretty much self-explanatory, letting you know to push through regardless of what goes on. The next track is Came From the Dirt. That's kind of self-explanatory. That was produced by a producer by the name of Don the Jeweler. He's from Brooklyn. Then we have Hospitality. This is a party joint. We pretty much talking about different kind of wines in the beginning. But it's some fly grown folks type of thing about, you know, kicking it and showing hospitality when we out. That was produced by Don the Jeweler as well. Then we got another song called Guns and Butter.
Oh
The
yeah.
butter.
Okay.
Kind of
Classic scene from Baby Boy.
Yeah, the line from Baby Boy. And that was produced by a producer by the name of Black Ken Beats. He's from Chicago. Then we have a record called Nickel and Diamond. Nickel and Diamond was produced by SC. He's from the Chi. That's one of my favorites on there. This other record called Deuteronomy Scroll. This would be considered our spiritual record on there. This was produced by a brother by the name of Fahim Allah. So it got a beat change and it's real dope. You got to check that out. Higher, which is a party record, that was produced by Waffle King. And then we end with a record called Say Less, which is pretty much about, you know, not running your mouth about everything. And that was produced by Fahim Allah. But we got a various array of production on there where we gave a lot of producers who never really had a placement on a project that has been distributed globally an opportunity to do that. So, man, we just thankful and we're grateful pushing the project. You know, we appreciate you having us on the show. Anything we can do to move forward with, you know, making it pop harder, man, that's all we with, man.
Yeah, man, you all just keep doing what you're doing, which is living your life, man. You know, y'all putting out dope content, preserving the culture, keeping Chicago relevant, keeping yourselves relevant and adding value. Is there anything that you want to add to this conversation that we haven't discussed, or maybe, you know, you kind of think like, man, we should have said this, or we should have talked about this or that?
I don't know, Jay.
You know, it's probably 20 minutes later, you're gonna be like, damn, we supposed to talk about, we ain't talk about that.
For me, it's just, you know, kind of like that awareness factor, which, you know what I'm saying, we definitely is appreciative of what you're doing, you know what I'm saying. It's just the awareness factor. It's kind of similar to what I was saying earlier. I mean, like, sometimes you can, you know, acquire and accumulate a certain degree of attention or whatever, or different things, and they come from, you know, different places that you don't necessarily have no control over. The King Drive and that ambition is all about kind of, you know, taking the bull by the horns in terms of the things that you do have control over. So for us, in terms of who hear this or not, you know, a lot of that is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, up to circumstance or happenstance, is whatever they would call it. But the fact or not that it's dope, that's something that's guaranteed. And that the fact that it's artistic and that the detail is there and that the passion is there, that's the part that, you know, we was under control of. And that's what we're gonna be continue to come with on the music.
Yep. I couldn't have said it better. Yeah. The music, that's what's gonna speak. You know, how far it go, that's gonna determine on the reach, but you can't deny that it ain't dope and artsy. And that's us doing our job. We did it already. You know, it's just some of the dopest shit. You know, I look at other artists in the city, you know, I can't think of nobody that's competing with this level of deep hip hop and artistry and branding and merchandise. You know, and that ain't no slug at nobody. It's just saying that, you know, it's a leadership lane there and we got it, you know, and we just gonna keep on pushing that.
Well, y'all definitely got some dopeness. I want to thank the two of y'all, King Drive, for coming through and blessing us on this episode of Pool TV. We're gonna take it out with another look at the video.
I know who you are. Yeah, but I heard you were dead.
No, fresh risen, they want me gone, but I'm blessed living. I need respect given. Me, I dodge death in prison. Still chasing money, but my guys, they love set tripping. Show you how we much different. Rolling through your hood dripping. And my prerequisites, yeah, they all extra shits. Spanish bras, Lexuses, continental breakfasts. Y'all ain't as fresh as this. Me, I'm sending messages. Even Callan know me and my bros, yeah, we the best at this. And fam got the weed for sale. Even grams to see they cheap as hell. Keep a thumper and keep a scale. I know these niggas out here weak as hell and can't stand the way that we prevail. True and living, and you can tell.
Return of the greatest. Niggas hated and they speculated. The money multiplied, you mad that we celebrated. You clowns counterfeit, you bitches not equipped. Niggas do the least, but the whole time talking shit. Flying out, I'm never out of season, never out of stock. Plus you know I ball for no fucking reason. Niggas wanna be the Don Dada, gun butt you till your jaw swell up. Now you the Godfather. I rarely brag, let the money talk. Saw me double up, niggas flipping packs like a somersault. Fuck a 40 cal, we doing K's. Niggas get their whole wig split like a nigga doing braids.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. All out of bubblegum.
That's a wrap. Until next time.